It's been a challenging 20 months for our library members, so today I'm very excited to be able to share with you the concept plans for the new library and community spaces building. Before we take you on a virtual tour, it's worth thinking about what a modern library is. A modern library is for community spaces, not just places for books.
Welcome to our virtual tour of the new Gore Library and James Cumming Community Centre. The James Cumming Wing has served the community well, but society has changed significantly since it was built in 1972. What you're about to see is a building more than double the size of the former Gore Library that will be home to our collection of over 35,000 books, magazines and more, as well as free and bookable community spaces. It is set over 2 floors and many of the design aspects are a result of your ideas. Things like large windows providing lots of natural light, people spaces for studying, free Wi-Fi and lots of plugs for your devices. Entering through the new generous airlock doors, you are greeted by a light, bright central foyer, providing easy access to all areas of the library. Bright colours attract little ones to the north-facing children's area, a transformation of what was the supper room into a place for education and play, with access to a courtyard, if required. An adjacent storytime and craft area can be transformed into a space for community use, thanks to sliding glass doors. Returning to the central foyer, we look southward. Light, colour and warmth replace the starkness of the hall. There's the popular bank of free computers, while teenagers get their own space nearby. Large, full-length windows facing onto Ardwick Street create a perfect area to relax and watch the world go by, or read a newspaper or magazine. Look further and you'll see another community space, one that's accessible from the library as well as the community centre. There's also 2 cosy booths available. Returning to the entrance foyer, past the staff area and the new public toilets complete with a spacious parent room, it's time to explore the first floor. Here you'll find more of our collection, including a research room. There are 2 more multi-purpose community spaces, as well as 2 study rooms on this floor, all with lots of natural light. Let's turn our attention now to the James Cumming Community Centre. The message people gave us was they value their community spaces. Our regular users told us they needed a large, flexible area, somewhere to store things and somewhere that felt their own. And we believe the new James Cumming Community Centre delivers. The separate entrance means it's available any time of the day, not just during library hours, and is entirely self-contained with toilets and a kitchen. There's room for indoor bowls, yoga classes or a family gathering, and when opened out, the centre can accommodate 125 people seated at tables or 250 standing. Or we can create 3 separate spaces, all with access from the entrance. And don't forget the additional community room, accessible from the library as well as the centre. And that brings our tour to an end. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to your feedback.
2020 is the most challenging year that I've ever had to face, and I'm sure that many of you have found that same challenge. Both psychological and physical challenges, and as a community we're in exactly that same situation. We've had all sorts of challenges thrown at us, but in the midst of all those challenges there are some really unique opportunities, and the one opportunity we want to talk about today is the opportunity to reinvent 2 of our most well-loved and well-used community facilities, the library in Gore and the James Cumming Wing. Facilities that I'm sure that everybody has at some point in time used and really enjoyed. But both of those facilities have got to the end of their lives and they need to be reinvented. They need to be reinvented so that they are going to be useful for the next 50 years, if not more. Join us in this journey as we reinvent this facility into an amazing community space.